Special Appointment Program, Maine Department of Labor. An individual scrolls through the Special Appointment Program webpage.
Welcome to this guide on Maine's Special Appointment Program. Meet the client.
A red-haired white person in a wheelchair with a laptop smiles in an office setting.
In this video, we'll review how the program helps people with varying levels of disabilities access rewarding state government jobs.
Two people in hard hats discuss the progress at a construction site. Colleagues review work documents during a meeting.
We'll cover the benefits for employees in the state, the process of joining the program, and how to address barriers in the workplace.
A candidate hands a resume to a manager in a suit.
The Special Appointment Program is designed to give individuals with varying levels of disabilities a better chance to access state government jobs. Instead of going through the usual examination process, candidates are appointed to positions on a trial basis to prove their abilities in real-world work settings.
Remember, the purpose of the Special Appointment Program is to increase access to state jobs for qualified individuals with varying levels of disabilities.
The client opens up a laptop at a desk.
So, what makes this program so beneficial? For employees, it provides the opportunity to gain meaningful work experience and contribute to the state workforce, while also receiving support and accommodations as needed. For the state, the program helps create a more inclusive workforce, bringing valuable skills and diverse perspectives into government jobs.
Remember, the benefits for employees are job opportunities, support, and accommodations. Benefits for the state are an inclusive workforce and diverse perspectives.
A vocational rehabilitation counselor and hiring manager sit across from a special appointment candidate who fills out onboarding paperwork.
There are two primary ways to enter the Special Appointment Program. The first is direct placement. In this process, a candidate is matched with a job opening by their vocational rehabilitation counselor or community rehabilitation provider, who then works with the hiring agency to ensure the candidate meets the qualifications.
Two white people bundled up in warm clothes load boxes into a van.
The second entry point is a situational assessment. This is a short-term work trial where a job seeker demonstrates their skills and abilities in a real work environment. The employer has no obligation to have a vacant position. It's simply about finding the right fit for the individual.
Remember, direct placement matches the job seeker to an open position, while a situational assessment provides a short-term work trial to assess skills.
Several key people help make the special appointment process work smoothly.
All pictured on the screen in separate rectangles. The vocational rehabilitation counselor, a friendly young person, talks into a headset.
First, we have the vocational rehabilitation counselor or community rehabilitation provider, who helps the job seeker with assessments and ensures they're ready for the job.
The client takes part in an online meeting with the counselor at a desk. The human resources liaison, an older adult, smiles on the phone.
Then, the HR liaison connects the candidate with the hiring agency.
A black person, the supervisor, flips through pages in a folder
and works with the supervisor to ensure the placement is a good fit.
Two individuals rearrange sticky notes on a desk.
Collaboration is the key to success in this program. The VR counselor, community rehabilitation provider, HR liaison, and the hiring supervisor all work closely together to ensure the placement is successful. This teamwork helps the job seeker receive the support they need while also meeting the expectations of the employer.
The client, from earlier, writes a note at a desk.
The client entered the Special Appointment Program after working with the vocational rehabilitation counselor. The client went through a situational assessment at a local state agency and proved their skills. Thanks to the support the client received during the trial period, the client transitioned smoothly into a permanent position and now works as a clerk in the Department of Transportation.
A candidate circles job advertisements with a red ink marker.
The special appointment process involves several steps. First, a position is identified and a vocational assessment is done. If everything checks out, the candidate is placed into the role, where they work through a trial period. Regular performance reviews ensure the placement is successful. If the candidate excels, they move from a trial position to regular employment status.
An individual opens a laptop and puts in earbuds.
Sometimes, people with disabilities face unique challenges at work. These can range from physical barriers to communication issues. But with the right support and accommodations, whether it's modifying the workspace, offering flexible hours, or providing assistive technology, these barriers can be overcome, ensuring success in the workplace.
The client rolls out of an office.
The Special Appointment Program is an important way to make state government jobs more accessible to everyone. By understanding the process, collaborating with others, and offering support, we can help individuals with disabilities thrive in the workplace.
An older adult reviews content on a website.
If you're interested in learning more or want to get involved, contact your vocational rehabilitation counselor, VRC, or Human Resources HR liaison today.
Special Appointment Program, Maine Department of Labor.